As a university student, I love working on cars, but I do not have a garage, so I found this garage for rent that is absolutely bare bones, and I begin converting it to something that I can actually work with. This was a long process, but I think it's all going to be worth it because now it looks like this. This whole entire video should summarize everything that I complete with it. There's also a price breakdown at the end of how much everything costed. If you guys are new to the channel, please like and subscribe, and also leave down a comment below if you guys have any improvements for the garage. Now let's get to it. We are firstly going to start with one of the shelves. One of the shelves is super easy to build. It doesn't require any hardware, and it just requires a few clicks here and there to actually build the whole entire structure. The next step is going to be the lighting, and I did run into an issue with it because the lights that I bought can only be turned on and off if they're plugged in and plugged off. They don't have a normal light switch like a normal lamp would have in your bedroom, for example. So, to solve this issue, I'm going to put up the lights up on the ceiling, and I'm going to wire extension cords, kind of like these, on the side of the garage wall onto the socket that is located right there. And on the other side, I'm going to do the exact same thing. So this way, I only have to unplug and plug one side of the garage to turn the lights on instead of me running around and turning all 5 of them on and off individually. This is definitely annoying. If you guys do want to buy lights, make sure you buy the ones that do have a light switch where you can just wire into something, or even if they plug in, where they actually have a literal light switch. Mine don't, but I bought them for super cheap, so I'm not complaining. But this means I'll have to make sure that I put up the lights in a specific order to make sure that they all reach the extension cords. So it will be easy for me to just unplug one side instead of me unplugging and plugging 5 of them individually. I am just using the combination of zip ties to hold the lights up to the beams because I don't want to drill into anything, as I am just a renter and I don't want the landlord to deduct any of the damage deposits. The polyethylene also makes it easy for me to just hide all the wires behind it, so I don't have wires everywhere. This window directly looked into the landlord's house, which I didn't really like, so I wanted a bit of privacy, so I bought a privacy screen. Attaching the privacy screen to the window is very simple. It's held down by these suction cups, and the suction cups are simply attached to the adhesives that you put onto the privacy screen. Everything is included in the same package as the privacy screen, which makes it super simple, and everything that you guys see in this video will be down in the description below if you guys do want to buy the similar stuff. Now it's time to build another shelf. I did have to drive in this weather to go get it, but I think it was worth it because it was a steal. This shelf is much taller and bigger than the first one that I've built, and it is also no hardware, which makes it super simple to assemble. If you guys do have somebody else to help you out with building of the garage, it is beneficial because doing this alone was difficult. But it is still doable to do it alone as I'm doing it. Now, probably the best part of the garage in my opinion, which is the Hangout Corner. I did have to rent out a U-Haul for this and be blinded by the sun, but it was all worth it because I got the couches for super cheap. Also, just a fair warning, the couches are heavy, so please grab a friend or a family member to help you out with this. I'm not sure how I was able to do it, but I somehow miraculously did it. The stains that you see on the couches are just watermarks because they were sitting outside for a day or so. It is cleanable, and I'm going to do it after I finish up with the garage. We're finally getting into the final stages of the garage. We're just organizing everything according to the shelves and according to its own personal corners. This is definitely an exciting moment for me as I'm finally getting to the end stage of the garage build and I can start getting my cars in and start working on them, which is the main purpose of this garage. I bought this camera from Amazon for a very good price. You can control the camera from the phone, and also it has a resolution of 1080p, which is pretty cool. The installation process was very simple and intuitive, and here is the final result of the camera. All right, now it's the moment that you guys have all been waiting for. I'm going to do a full entire price breakdown of the full entire garage, including the walls and every single little thing that I bought into this, and how much does the rent cost to cover it for the whole entire year. And just a reminder to you guys, if you guys do want something like this for your personal projects, if you guys need a garage, been living in an apartment or anything like that, this is just to give you an idea of how much something like this would cost. When I was first getting into this, I definitely thought that potentially I could not afford this. I need a way better paying job. I need 3 jobs just to pay this garage. And I was actually really surprised about how much all of this actually costed. I'm going to start off with the shelves. Each shelf costed $25, and then the smaller one costed $35. Both of the car mats that I have on the garage costed me $100 each, so $200 in total. Carpet that I bought for this hangout area only costed me $30. Because the couches were free, the U-Haul kind of offset at that, but the U-Haul costed me $46 for the day and $3 for gas, so I'm just going to say $50 for both of the couches, which I think is a steal. The coffee table was only $10. I have 3 heaters in the garage, as I told you guys before, and all of the heaters add up to $150, which are pretty much in every single corner of the garage, and they're keeping me very warm. All of the lights that I have on the ceiling, including the lamp that I bought in the corner there, cost me $55 in total. Actually, the lamps that I put on the ceiling only costed me $25, which was a very good deal. And then the lamp costed me $30. I did install a camera in this garage just for security purposes in case the insurance will come after me, in case something gets stolen or anything like that. The camera was pretty expensive, which is $70. Something you guys may not need. I'm just doing it for my own sanity, but it did cost $70. The red work table that I have behind me costed $35. Now, one of the biggest expenses, which is the walls, the polyethylene walls that I installed to keep me a little bit warmer so the heat bounces off the ceiling, kind of bounces back so it doesn't just evaporate into the wood. That all costed me $230. Curtain that I installed costed me $33. I'm going to add $100 for all the little miscellaneous stuff that I did buy, which is including staples for the polyethylene. I did borrow a bench, but in case you guys do have to buy one, I did see on Facebook Marketplace they're only $15. But if you guys do want to buy one, I'm just going to include it in the miscellaneous tab. The biggest cost and last cost, which is the rent. I pay $380 a month for this 2-car garage, which was bare bones, as you guys have seen in the previous videos. You times that by 12 months, it does add up to $4,560. You guys have it. You guys have the whole entire total of how much something like this could cost for the whole entire year. And if you guys do have a lot of projects lined up and do simply just want to work on your stuff, you guys know how much that could potentially cost. And if your projects actually make you a little bit of money, it could pay for this garage and you might not even really feel it. I'm going to add up all the totals in one of the corners so you guys can just see how much everything would cost. Again, I made this video just as a reference in case you guys want to get into it and are scared potentially of the pricing or anything like that. So hopefully this gives you a little bit of a better idea. And I just want to say that there are probably more economical ways of how you can build your own 2-car garage. This is not my dream garage in any shape or form, but I think this is a great start of where I can just start working on cars and just do my thing. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. I did all of this DIY. It did take me a long time to get to this point. So please leave a like, subscribe, and let me know what you guys want to see in this garage. I do have a few cars coming into the channel, which I will present pretty soon. And yeah, it didn't really work that well. But that's what I build this garage for, to make sure that I'm fixing them and to share with you guys. So thank you so much for watching and have yourself a wonderful day.